Hello, it's Lindsay from Raising a Little. Today we are going to take a walk through of the Isara adjustable baby carrier. So I have both the standard and the toddler size here. Isara is the only carrier on the market that offers an adjustable toddler size as well as an adjustable standard size. That adjustable toddler is awesome for growing babies, growing toddlers, when you feel like you want a little extra size. They operate very similarly. I will show you the difference in size as well. So let's start. These carriers come in two different types of fabric. This one here with the printed is the cotton canvas, and then we also have the wrap conversion. So this particular one is a full wrap conversion. As you can see, the waistband and the shoulder straps are also the wrap material. They are made in Romania. They are just an amazing company. It's a really great carrier that I absolutely love. These ones really shine about 3 months and up. They can fit a fairly small baby. The standard size can fit a baby as small as 8.8 pounds. My personal preference is to use buckle carriers, adjustable or not, for bigger babies. I like to see them around that 3-month mark and usually about 15 pounds. That just tells me that they've got a little bit more stability in their core, and they tend to be a little bit more comfortable. Also, if you have happened to have a C-section birth, oftentimes by then your scar is starting to feel a lot better, things are starting to heal up, and we're not putting any pressure right on top of that scar. That goes for any buckle carrier, not just these ones. But so this carrier is a bit more of a petite carrier, so it tends to fit a slightly smaller body type. It does fit me well. Just for size reference, I am about a size 20, 5'8", so I'm not what you would call a petite person, but I can wear this one comfortably. The reason that I find this one tends to fit a more petite body a little bit better is the length of the straps. They tend to be just a hair shorter than some of the other carriers on the market. So if you are a petite parent, this is a really good choice for you. It also has the crossable straps, so you can see these buckles open, so we can cross it across your back, which is a really nice feature. Some people really like the crossable straps. Some people, it's not really a feature that they need, but it is something to be aware of that, you know. So this carrier, the reason it's an adjustable buckle carrier is that the panel size changes. So when we're using a baby carrier, we adjust the panel size to fit our baby and the buckles and straps to fit the caregiver. So with this one, we have two adjustments that we want to make. First, we'll start with the panel height. So that we use these adjusters right here, and you just pull down and you make it shorter, and then as baby gets bigger, you just open that up and see how the panel folded down in there nice. So we lost about 2.5 inches in the panel height, so quite a bit of adjustability. The next adjustment is in this waistband here. So if we flip it over, you can see, or hear I guess more than anything, that I'm opening up and there's Velcro on the inside. So we open up the Velcro and we use the Velcro to secure. And I'll do the other side as well. So now this panel is quite narrow. So that's going to go in between our small baby's legs. So you can see how small of a baby this will get to fit. It's quite petite, which is why, you know, you can use this one right from, like I said, at 8.8 pounds, and then they're rated up to 45 pounds. So it'll go on your back and carry, you know, your big toddler preschooler quite efficiently. So it can be that carrier that goes through all your ages and stages. And then I always say, you know, that day when you wake up and your kids, none of their pants fit anymore because they all of a sudden just grew, that's also the day that you can just take and adjust your carrier. So what you're going to do is just open that Velcro up, make it a little bit wider, and we're just going to try to get that carrier to sit right at the very back of our baby's knees. We don't want it to lift up our baby's shin at all. We want it to lift them right at the back of their knees so that they're sitting in that nice wide base and they can kind of fall into that nice squatted position. And then this top panel should sit sort of right at the back of baby's spine. We don't need to actually hold the back of their head up. We need to give them support on their spine. So we want that carrier to sit about here. We don't want it to be covering their face at all so we can't see their nose or they're getting buried in it. And then as baby gets bigger, sometimes shortening the panel is a nice option too, because they get to a stage where they really want to ride arms out, and instead of them having to kind of put their arms way up here, you can drop the panel a little bit so it's no lower than the bottom of their shoulder blades, but still wherever they feel comfortable having that panel, so you can get that adjustability to whatever you want. The other adjustment on these carriers right here is the chest clip. So that moves up and down on this piece. It also is sewn in a few spots, so it can come right off and move. So if you need to move it up higher or down lower, there's little splits in here so that this clip actually comes right off and will move wherever you want it. Also, if you are somebody who only ever wears your straps crossed, you can take that off. Put it in a safe place though, because you will want it when you are back carrying your baby to become that chest clip across your back. So we don't want the straps to cross in our front because that's just not super comfortable. So you are free to take that off if you're crossing your straps. Like I say, just make sure you keep it in a safe place. And then it does have this really nice little feature in here. It's got a little bit of spring. So you can keep a hair of extra tension on it, and then, you know, when you are bending or moving or whatever, it's not going to get too tight. You're still going to have the flexibility that you want and need in it. So right now, Raising a Little is the exclusive supplier for Isara in Canada. I ship from Canada. All the prices are in Canadian dollars on my website. If you have any additional questions about the Isara or any baby carrier, please drop me a line. Let me know how I can help you. We can talk through and see if this is the right carrier for you. See if, you know, standard or the toddler, which you can see has quite a bit more panel in it, is the right option for you, and then we can find you your perfect fit. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know.